2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final.
Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company for this week of the FedEx Cup. Delighted to have my mate Rich Bean beside me as well. And Rich, I know you're excited for this week.
Luke, always a pleasure being alongside you. Looking forward to the action today.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
Putting for bogey.
Yeah, that's a common fault in putting. Pulled it slightly.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Oh, just missed. It's fair to say that putt got away from them, didn't it?
Here's their 7th shot.
Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Judging it beautifully.
Currently at 4 over for the tournament.
Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That's a little untidy. Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Opting for the 5-iron. Splash. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left.
That's disappointing.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
That's on the green, and you never know what could happen. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Be the ball, Danny. No.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. teeing off now on this par 3.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Par putt coming up here.
He'll be disappointed with that one. That was a pushed putt.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. That's a bogey, but not a bad putt. Sitting at 8 over for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough.
A birdie putt awaits.
This one's looking good.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
That wasn't full of courage, that shot.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Appears to have overcooked this one.
Yeah, that can happen on these greens. They're tricky at times.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Nicely done. The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
A quality shot, that. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently plus 10 now for the day. Oh, looking to make a statement here, going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Second shot here on the 7th. Handy effort, that one. Getting ready to play their 3rd. They're in the bunker. Got a chance to get up and down. Time for the 5th shot. This putt is about 8 feet.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Okay, steady now. In she goes.
Let's head to the next.
Sitting at 12 over for the round. And coming off a double bogey, you'd imagine their heads down a bit. Time to just clear that from the mind.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Ooh, right by the hole. Just a 4-footer remaining. That's pretty tidy. Currently plus 13 for the round.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And he's down there.
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Wow, what happened there?
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
And here we are with their 4th. And this next putt, it's for bogey. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Currently 14 over par for the round. Here we go, the 10th hole.
Par 4 straight away, a hole that is simple and difficult all in the same breath.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
He's eyeing this up, and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
That's frustrating. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Sitting at 14 over for the day. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Going with the 5-wood. That should set up another chance. Setting up here with a very long putt.
Little birdie look in here.
One wheat bix too many, I think. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole. Yeah, you'll take that. Currently 14 over par for the event. Let's head to the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
This shot here near the 200-yard marker.
Wind coming right at him.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough?
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Love watching this player around the greens.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Going with the pitching wedge here. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ouch, that hurts.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Currently 14 over par for the round. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Going with the 7. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Big putt for par coming up.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. From around 140 yards here.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. And that's going to come up short.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
Currently at plus 15 for the round. Yeah, I can understand if you're disappointed by the bogey, but here's an opportunity to bounce back.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Going with the 8-iron here. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. Sitting at 15 over for the day. Here we are at the 17th tee.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, that's one of those shots you wish you had a do-over.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Just didn't drop. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This for par.
Oh, so close. It's just about 3 feet away. In she goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Oh, just missed. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. A good stroke. That was a gallant attempt.
Putting for a par now.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event.
Pleased you could join us for this second round action.
I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances today?
Rolling back by a couple, Luke, and so they really have a great opportunity to go out and chase down the leaders by day's end. It's a good opportunity, good scoring conditions today. I'm looking forward to the action.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today.
That dog will hunt.
Time for the second shot into the first. Good shot there, Beamer. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
We have a par 5 at this one.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good scoreless hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
From about 200 yards out. Opting for the 6-iron.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the shot he anticipated hitting.
Playing their 4th shot. Right into the water on that one.
That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
All right, now it's time for lucky number 7.
7 feet to the cup. Was on a good line. All right, let's stop the bleeding. This putt for quadruple bogey.
And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This one headed left in a hurry.
Time for the 2nd shot into the 3rd.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Ouch, that hurts.
Putting for a bogey.
And there it is. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Setting up now on a par 4.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Oh, that's unlucky. A buried line in the bunker. Doesn't get much harder. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Ooh, right by the hole. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Yeah, that's hold, but they seem to be losing a bit of their momentum.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Teeing off here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
And coming up well short.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This one's for bogey. Job done. Let's head to the next. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Time now for the 4th shot. And this one is for bogey. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. 9 feet to the cup. Ooh. This is a triple bogey attempt here. The putt drops, and we're moving on. We've arrived at a par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Taking a right at the light. This is not what they want.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Great touch.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Is that right? I think so. Lining up from the sand now. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
That's frustrating. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7 iron. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Greens and regulation have not been in order today. They need to improve on this.
"16 feet to the hole. Okay, steady now. Bogey putt coming up here. Okay, Rich, we're through 9 holes here today, and it is cut day. Big task ahead of this player?
Most definitely. I've been in this position way too often in my career, Luke, and I got to say, they need a bit of luck. So right now, they're just not swinging it very good.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Time for the second shot at the 10th. It's a little wayward.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
And a par putt awaits him.
This one's tracking. That was a gallant attempt. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Opting for the 5-wood. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Playing from around 190 yards out. Going with the 7. That should find the bunker. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. Lovely touch. Well played.
Such soft hands.
Unfortunately, a bogey goes on the scorecard there. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. As Tiger would say, wait. Getting ready to play their third. And here we are with their fourth. "12 feet to the cup coming up. Just didn't drop.
A double bogey putt in front of them. That gets the job done.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. And inside the red zone, around 110 yards to go. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, that's too bad.
Downhill putt, and certainly was robbed on that effort.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
And he's down there. You got to read.
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Go in. Ouch, that hurts. 4 feet to the cup. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That's a bit out of shape. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
And from about 105 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. And here we are with the third shot. close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. This putt from around 18 feet.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead.
Now striding to the final tee of this round.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
Now, great rhythm on that swing. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Going with the 7.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Putting for an eagle.
That'll sting a bit. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.